Nigeria, a vibrant tapestry of places, people, stories, struggles, and unshakable spirits. Politicians make promises, but who really holds them accountable? I'm Tony Kubara, and this isn't just about politics. This is about us. This is where we confront the hard truths that few say publicly. Hello everyone, welcome to Donu's World and to Nigeria Unfiltered, my spicy new Wednesday show, on which I will be hitting many nails on the head and telling tough truths about the land of my ancestors. Now, some of you will be surprised to hear this because you're used to me talking about wellness issues on Wednesday. But, you know, Donu's World has been on for a year. This is our first anniversary, actually. And I thought it was time to listen to the many viewers and friends and family who have told me that I ought to dedicate a special slot every week to talking about what's going on in Nigeria, the giant of Africa that often fails to live up to its name because it has so many problems that are mostly caused by bad leadership. So if you're interested in my struggles with my weight or my struggles with depression, please tune into my show on Fridays because I've moved all my wellness Wahalah to Fridays. But so let's get on with our new show. And the first topic I'm going to cover on this launch edition of Nigeria Unfiltered is the notorious, combative, controversial Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, or FCT, Nyesom Wike. I try to avoid talking about Wike because, I have a kind of friendship with him. It does come and it goes. There are times when people tell me he doesn't want to hear my voice or see my face because I've made some remark on TV or in my newspaper column that he doesn't like. Like most big men, he can't bear criticism. But there are also times when we get on fine, and I've got to admit, full disclosure, that Wike has been very kind to me in the past. Like when my mother died, he gave me money and I didn't ask for any, So that's one of the reasons I kind of hesitate to be too hard on him. I complain about him sometimes, but I don't go all the way. But you know what? Right now, he's really, really, really annoying me because last Friday in the Supreme Court, he engineered a judgment that is going to throw our state into all kinds. In fact, the trouble has already started. He's creating too much disruption because of his fight with the current governor. Remember, Wike was the governor of Rivers State before, and he doesn't like the person he chose as his replacement or successor, and we're all having to suffer for it. It's just constant tension, and it's affecting the economy of the state. It's affecting the morale of most Rivers people, I have friends and relatives who are in Wike's camp, and they are delighted that the Supreme Court has decided to intervene in this very toxic way and throw a spanner into the works. But, to me, it doesn't matter who is right and who is wrong, whether it is Wike or Fubara. As far as I'm concerned, Rivers State has been battered and, messed around enough by its political leaders, and I would like them to stop. I'm not saying that Wike hasn't got a point where Fubara is concerned. I don't know Fubara. I've never sat down and heard his side of the story. But I hear he's been complaining that Wike is corrupt, Wike is overbearing. That was what caused the rift between them way back in 2023. But as far as I'm concerned, Fubara was almost unknown when Wike picked him up and made him governor. If I was Fubara, I would probably have been a little bit more patient. But hey, until I know the full story, I can't really blame Fubara for getting upset, because I have no idea what he actually went through. Because I've heard it from other people, but I've never heard it from him. Okay? So, but you know what? Like I said, I don't care whether Fubara is right, whether Wike is right. I just want Wike to allow River State to grow, to allow us to have peace. You are the more powerful person at the moment. You have the power to concentrate on your FCT job, which, by the way, I hear you're doing it very well. I live in Abuja. I can even see the results of your hard work. So I just wish you would concentrate. And this is a direct message to Wike. Please concentrate on your job in Abuja and leave Fubara alone. You chose him. Some of us didn't even want you to choose him in the first place. But now we've accepted that he's governor, and we're just tired. I mean, yesterday somebody told me that they're arming boys in Port Harcourt, ready for the fight that will be triggered by the Supreme Court judgment of last Friday. Some people are talking about, the militarization of the state, and Ijaw National Congress. By the way, Fubara is Ijaw, and naturally, the organization representing his ethnic group is very, very upset about what basically boils down to an attempt to impeach him. You know what? I don't care. I just want this nightmare to end. I'm actually ashamed, because River State used to be known as this place where people were quite refined and calm. And they were interested. It was called the Garden City. Port Harcourt was called the Garden City. And I remember old style, quintessential Rivers gentlemen like my late father and many of my uncles who are now, unfortunately have left us. And I know they will be absolutely horrified by what is going on now. I'm ashamed because we come across in River State like a bunch of bush thugs who cannot behave ourselves, control ourselves, or find, intelligent ways of resolving conflict. A bishop, whom I will not name, a Catholic bishop, asked me, why is it that River State always seems to be locked in a battle, in a war between hot-headed young governors? That time, I think Amici was the governor and he was fighting with Wike, and then there's always some drama or the other going on. And I think that was a very good question. I mean, there's no part of Nigeria that is in good shape, to be honest with you. But when you look at places like Oyo State, for example, where they have their problems, but it's not like you're in a war zone. It's not like people are going around constantly embarrassing the state in public. Must we be front page headlines every day? So that is my latest thing. I will keep you posted on the situation, and I will continue to comment on it. And like I said, I urge Wike to enjoy the fact that President Tinubu has given him a very important job. And he will win the love and hearts of Rivers people more if he just stops all this gra-gra. Okay? So anyway, thank you for tuning into my launch edition of Nigeria Unfiltered. I hope that you will share your thoughts with me about this maiden edition, and also send me stories that you want me to focus on. There may be, we don't want it always to be about people in Abuja, people in Port Harcourt, people in Lagos. Those are the main cities, of course. I want to hear about whether the governor in Yobe and other places, what are they up to? Are they fulfilling their mandate? Probably not, quite frankly, but let's give them the benefit of the doubt until we hear otherwise. Thank you for tuning in. See you next Wednesday.